feeling like a Doom day. So let's go and take a look at the Doom games, specifically the cartridge Doom games. We'll start with Doom on the 32X. I know we looked at this in the 32X review, but we're going to take a deeper dive into Doom on the 32X. Alright, Doom on the 32X. Does it bonky donk? Oh, I'm willing to bet it bonky donks like hell. Go with the easy level. We're just going to run through this a little bit. Check out Doom on the 32X. And right out of the gate, I'm going to say, being that this is only being run through a upgrade add-on that goes into your Genesis cartridge slot, it's pretty impressive what they've been able to do with this game. Now, there are some setbacks like the border around the screen, which you only notice it when you first start the game, and once you start really playing and getting into it, you don't even notice it there. The other setback being that they cut out some of the later levels, and so it's missing some levels that the original, PC version had that this does not have. It's unfortunate, but it's still fun to play. It really is. I mean, what they've managed to do with this game and run it on a 32X/Genesis hardware is impressive. I mean, the graphics are actually really impressive for what they are. I mean, it's some of the best you'll see on a home console. The music really, even though, it's bonky donkin', it's really, it's very similar to how the PC music sounds. Not quite the same, but it's in that same vein. Whereas the Super Nintendo version, which we're going to get into, has like a really, really damn good sounding soundtrack that I still love to this day. I think it's the best Doom music in a Doom game, I should say. Now this second level really bonky donks. When the music starts picking up, you're going to hear some serious bonky donking. We're going to go through and we're just running through these levels, just getting an idea of Doom on the 32X here. Plays great. It plays really well. I ain't having no problem. I mean, with a D-pad, playing with a D-pad moving around is kind of like, it takes a second, but you get used to it. But for all that it can be and for all that it does, plays great. Plays perfectly fine. And like I said, for being a Genesis/32X game, it looks great. For what it is, it looks great. Now, mind you, when this came out, you had the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn coming out, right? Like, this 32X wasn't out very long before the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn were on the market. And when the PlayStation and the Sega Saturn were on the market, they had their own Doom game version, right? They had their own version of Doom on those systems. And, of course, those were way light years better than this version. But we're talking about this version right now, quite frankly, for, like I said, running this on Genesis hardware that's just upgraded through an add-on in the cartridge slot. It's impressive what they managed to do, by far, sure. Absolutely. And I didn't get the red key. How did I not get the red key? I just went up there. How did I not get the red key? Did I not go over there? No, I didn't go over there. Charlotte tuna. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Music's bonky donkin' like hell now, ain't it? Hell yeah, it's bonky donkin'. Bonky donkin' like hell now, baby. Love that bonky donk. You gotta love the bonky donk. I mean, it's crazy. Whoops, I didn't want the map. The original Doom has a very strange way of aiming. There is no aiming. You just shoot in the direction of enemy and that's it. So it's actually super simple to aim. It's just after playing so many other games in first person that are clearly way more advanced in controls, the aiming is just kind of crazy. And that's that for this level. Button, boom. That level is bonky donkin'. The level bonky donks like a crazy sumbitch. We'll go through one more, and then we'll check out the Super Nintendo Doom. Which, once again, what they were able to do, kind of impressive, honestly, for what it's running on. You know what I mean? We have to keep in mind, what is it running on, and what were they able to do with it? When you factor all that in, pretty impressive. Graphically, I'm going to tell you right now, graphically, the 32X version is better than the Super Nintendo version. Graphically. Sound? No. Graphically, yes. Because this is more in line with, you know, the graphics of the PC version, the original Doom version. Whereas on Super Nintendo, it's Super Nintendo. It's obviously just using the 16-bit Super Nintendo. It's not using any add-ons or anything like that to run it. It is using, I think, maybe it's using the FX chip inside the cartridge. I can't remember right now. But, you know, for what it's doing, it's impressive that they ran this game on the systems that they did run it on. That's all I'm saying. Alright, I'm dying. Oh, not really. Whoops. Can't see where I'm going. Why is... Come on! How am I not... There it is. Blue key, please. Yeah, I don't care about you. I'm getting out of here. Alright. Let's stop there. We're going to check out the Super Nintendo Doom next. 32X version of Doom? It's good. I like it. Like I said, I sat there and played that and totally zoned out of the fact that there's a border around the screen. Didn't even bother me whatsoever. Once you start playing, you don't even notice it, like I said. And the music is bonky donkin', but the music is good, too, at the same time. But, hey man, it's Genesis. If it ain't bonky donkin', there's a problem. Alright, so next up... That's right, we're going to take a look at the Super Nintendo Doom. Super Nintendo Doom. Now, there is one other cartridge Doom, and that's an Atari Jaguar. I do not have that. I'm working on getting a copy, and when we get it, we may come back to it. But for now, we're just doing 32X and Super Nintendo today. Cartridge versions of Doom. Let's check out the Super Nintendo version. Doom on the Super Nintendo. Here we go. Whoa. Listen to that music. Oh yeah. Damn. I love this music on the Super Nintendo version. However, right out of the gate, we'll note, the gameplay screen is much smaller. Now the whole thing as a whole is much smaller, you know, the whole screen with the life bar and all that stuff, and it's very minimal too. But we're talking about Doom running on the Super Nintendo, so here we go. A little choppy frame rate, but it is Doom running on the Super Nintendo nonetheless. And we'll just run through the levels like we did on the 32X so that we can just kind of get the same idea. You notice different colors and stuff here. It's very, like I said, it's a choppy frame rate, but look at everything else going on the screen, and you realize this is running on a Super Nintendo, folks. You know, the fact they even pulled this off to begin with is impressive. There's textures missing everywhere, as you can see, but the fact they pulled this off to get this to even run in a playable form is impressive on the Super Nintendo. Whoops. Switches look different here. There you go. There's level 1 on the Super Nintendo, the music. Oh yeah. Love this music. The music on this version is, and it's just awesome. I love it. Graphics are choppy and they're not nearly as good as the 32X. I'm going to be straight up honest. It's just a fact. They're not as good as the 32X graphics. I would rather, you know, even though this looks like I'm playing a full screen, I'm not, because like I said, the whole thing is shrunk. The whole screen in general is shrunk down. It's not like this is how, like, this isn't how the footage was captured, or is being captured, or it's like some sort of fucking, or it's like some kind of small window. It's nothing like that. It's exactly what it looks like on a regular CRT TV, or whatever TV you're playing it on. It's going to be a small little screen like this, because that's how they managed to, you know, get the game to run some kind of playable way. If it were any larger, it would probably be, the frame rate would be so choppy it'd be virtually unplayable. So. But the way they did things here, it's perfectly playable. I have no problem playing it. And like I said, the fact this is running on a Super Nintendo, it's incredible. It's amazing that they got this to run on a Super Nintendo. I don't know if this is using the effects chip or not. I can't remember. It doesn't say on the actual game. Sometimes it says, you know, oh, using the FX chip, but it doesn't say that. I don't think so. I don't think it is, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I have been before, and I will be again. Control on the Super Nintendo controller is, I liked the Genesis controller better as far as controlling this game. You do get stuck on walls in the Super Nintendo version quite a lot. You'll be doing something, the next thing you know, you're just like stuck hanging on a wall for some reason. And you have to back up and go left and right to get out. I'm stuck on the door wall right now. See that? I can't even... Let me through the door! I'm being killed. I'm being killed! There we go. We're just running through the game, doing comparisons to the 32X, comparisons from the 32X to the Super Nintendo. Both very playable, you know, and both good in their own right. The music absolutely kills it on the Super Nintendo. Absolute love the music on the Super Nintendo. And I died. Absolutely love the music on the Super Nintendo. Alright, we're going to stop there and talk about this. 32X version, very nice, very playable. Border around the screen doesn't hamper anything. The playing it on the Super Nintendo, the frame rate is very... It's choppy, but it's still playable. It's not like you can't, it's not like it's not playable. It's a definite difference. It's a pretty big difference, really, from the 32X to the Super Nintendo version. The 32X wins this battle for me as far as the gameplay, as far as the graphics, and all the above. It bonky donks. You gotta have bonky donkin' if you're playing the Genesis. The Genesis sound system just, if it's not bonky donkin', then it's just not a real Genesis game, right? So yeah, that's really all I gotta say about that. Wait, what the hell was that? The hell was that? Oh, shit. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest videos. And if you want to show some support, please visit the Arcade Entertainment official store, where you'll find t-shirts, tank tops, and more.
True boy joint. Go over there to Riddick's Arcade. He's got his shirts listed on the description. That's
buy this shirt! Buy this shirt! Buy this shirt!
And thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all down the road.